Good afternoon, folks. Devin Moonshire here from Elixir TV, ECF, and Vaporwall. I wanted to do a quick review today on the Gemini Rebuildable Atomizer from mmvapers.com. They're from Greece, and they do have a thread on ECF for the DID Rebuildable Atomizer. One thing I wanted to start off with is the looks of this atomizer. Some people aren't real fond of the looks. I personally think that it matches up with my Pro Mini quite well. Looking at the way the contours go from the base all the way up to the cone. Another thing I noticed about this versus other Genesis style atomizers, and let me pull the top off real quick. It is a Genesis style atomizer. So it's got the stainless steel mesh wick and the positive and negative posts. Definitely a vapor hound. This thing creates clouds, as you can see. Is the top cap of these is the same as the Mini did. Now the DIDs in general, I haven't really found a lot of information on them online. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do a review of this product, is because these, I think, are one of the more underrated atomizers out there for Genesis style atomizers. Let me take a quick vape off of this real quick. As you can see, I decided to do this video outside today because it's just a beautiful day. And even outside in the breeze, it still produces huge clouds of vapor. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the chamber that the vapor is produced in at the top of the atomizer is a lot smaller than, say, a Cobra or a Genesis. So I think it's a warmer vape, and for me, that means a lot because I really like a lot of warm vapor. This one holds to about 2.5 to 2.75 milliliters of juice, so it's more than plenty to last me most of the day. And I just, like I said before, I think it looks really, really nice on a Pro. And I've also seen them on the Caravella mods, as well as the GGs. Excuse me. And I think it's a very stylish looking atomizer. It looks a little bit like a space capsule, maybe after a Gemini 1. And that's pretty much about it. The coil, there is a little bit smaller area to work in when you're rebuilding your coil compared to most Genesis style atomizers. This one's got a pretty small workspace. But what I've found is the easiest way to do it is to pre-wrap your coil around a drill bit that's about the same diameter as your wick. And then you can just run your wick straight down into the coil. This does another thing for me that I noticed. It tends to reduce the number of shorts or hot spots that I get because there's plenty of clearance between the wick and the coils. So there's not as much space where they're touching. They are touching, they're very, very close proximity, and that produces, for me, a great deal of vapor. And that's just taking the vapor into my mouth. Let me do a lung inhale real quick. Nice, thick, rich vapor. No coughing. Doesn't really burn the lungs, but it is a very good warm vape. Today I'm vaping Sub-Zero from Pink Spot Vapor. Another excellent juice that I found that I like in the Genesis style atomizers. I'm hoping that this review may help folks, and if you want, you can get one. I'm going to go ahead and put the link to MM Vapors down into the notes. Have a good day and vape on.